Hey guys, how you going? This is the new Rayhaan Tropical Vibe that I've just got in. Thought I'd give it a review. I have already opened it, but I put it back in the box. Basically, I thought I'd give it a run for a day just before I comment on it, because there's not really much point spraying it and then having a quick discussion on it, because I just don't see the point in it. Like, at least I've worn it for a day to see the longevity and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll give you a quick look at the bottle. Standard Rayhaan box, they're all pretty much like this, really. Oh shit, magnetic cap as well, so you know. But that's the bottle. Pretty cool gradient on it. Standard batch code on the bottom, magnetic cap. As you can see, pretty decent magnetic cap as well. You can lift the bottle up with it, just as long as you're not too heavy, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, as for the notes, they're the notes. You can see here: bergamot, mango, pineapple, coconut, musk, amber, sandalwood, vetiver. Don't really get a lot of the pineapple in it though. Not so much the bergamot, really. I mean, the pineapple's there, but it's very, very smooth. And the bergamot too, like, it's blended pretty well. Overall, it's a very smooth fragrance. The coconut in it stays, like, a long time through the fragrance as well. It's, like, really creamy. But it's meant to be like a clone of Summer Hammer, which I've tried Summer Hammer, and it is very, very similar. I'd say about 80%, maybe 85 at most, but it has differences. Summer Hammer's a bit more, what's the word? Like, the fruits in it are a lot more sharper and poppier, and this is more, it's the same on the dry down. It's pretty much identical. I don't think you could really tell, but it's just smoother on the opening. It's not as, like, punchy with the tropical smell. It's just, like, overall, like, a smoother blend basically of Summer Hammer. But overall, it's pretty decent. I wore it out, got like 2 compliments straight away on it. So people saying, "What is it? That smells nice." So I mean, like, that's a pretty good one. It just came out too late, unfortunately. It came out right at the end of summer, so I've made a little bit of a dent in it, as you can see. Not loads, but I'm gonna put it on the shelf now and leave it till next year now, because there's no really point wearing things like this now with it coming into fall. Well, it is fall in Britain now, and it's starting to get pretty cold. So my go-to for the Rayhaan line, I got Valhalla, which is a clone of Angel Share Paradise, and that's really good for winter. And then I've got things like Packer Urban, Invictory Elixir, Spice Bomb. You can't go wrong with that for winter. Quite a few other ones. So with this, it can just sit for a bit. But this is like, what, my 4th one of these from Rayhaan. I've got this Valhalla, which is very, very good. Lion, which is a clone of Ultramal, which is probably the best clone of Ultramal. And I've got in Acornis Indicarus or whatever it is. It's a bit like Invictus. I mean, it's a bit like, what's it called? I forget the name of it now. Versace Eros Energy, but it's more orange. It's citrus, don't get me wrong, but it's more done with orange rather than lemon. But it has like a vibe of that, especially in the dry down, and they're very similar. But these new Rayhaan fragrances, though, for what they are and how much they cost, like for like I think I got this for like £22, something like that. Like, they're just, you can't really go wrong with them. But like for this, when I put it on as well, you think with these tropical fragrances, they only last for like, I don't know, 5-6 hours sometimes. This thing was pushing like 12 hours. And then on clothes, I just picked my hoodie up this morning and I could still smell it just as strong as when I put it on yesterday. But yeah, just a quick overview on this one. But I'd recommend, if you like summer tropical sort of fragrances, I'd say this would be one to get. But I mean, like, obviously with it being out of season now, but even then it's probably the best time to buy this, because it's, like I said, it come out late, and I don't think they're going to really sell too many of these in winter, because everyone's going to be buying fall fragrances. And then, to be honest with you, that's the better way to do it, to be fair. Anyway, buy your winter ones in summer and buy your summer ones in winter, and you end up saving more money, because they usually try and shift them because they're not selling. But Yeah, it's worth it, I'd say, for the price if you're into that kind of thing. But there's other good ones within this realm anyway. Like you've got things like Vulcan View, you've got things like Odyssey Bahamas, which is similar to this, but it's more salty aquatic. Like I've got it on at the moment, that Bahamas, and it it's tropical still, but you get like a real salty sort of sea marine note from it. As well with this, you don't. Like I'd say the Bahamas, I actually prefer a little bit more. This is all right, but it's very sweet, and it could also lean. Like it says unisex. A woman could pull this off just as easy as a man. Really, like I don't think there'd be any problem with it. But it's one to pick up though if you enjoy that kind of thing. But yeah, I just thought, oh, and also that I've noticed there's a new fragrance from French Avenue, the new liquid brune extract. So I'll try and get hold of that as soon as I can and put a video up for you on that one. But I'd imagine that's good anyway because the original liquid brune's pretty decent. I mean, I had a bottle of it and it's gone. I used it all, so that explains to you how good it is. Like I used it all through last winter and it's gone now. But I was gonna get a new one, but then when I saw that they've announced that, then I thought, well, there's not really much point because one, it comes in a bigger bottle. I think it's 150 ml instead of 100, but it's also a strong formulation because from what I've been hearing, it lasts over 10, 12 hours. You know what I mean? Which the other liquid broom lasted a long time, but this one supposedly keeps its scent profile for a lot longer instead of it hitting that dry down like liquid broom does. You'll keep that original opening a lot longer with it being an extract, I would imagine. But we'll see anyway. I'll review it and I'll let you all know. And again, they're always honest reviews because I'm not being paid for any of this shit. It all comes out of my own money. So you're going to get more honesty than a lot of these other fragrance reviewers. Because as of late, they've all been going to like the conventions for fragrances and they're all getting sent like packs and packs of free colognes. So I wouldn't be trusting too much of what they're saying, to be fair, because they're all on the payroll now. A lot of the fragrance reviewers that I started watching in the beginning, like they're all on the take now. Like they're all in the pockets of these Arabian and Middle Eastern bloody clone houses. So you're not going to get an honest review out of them because everything they pick up, oh, it's the best thing I've ever smelt, rah rah rah, and it's like, yeah, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll literally say their own shit smells nice if they got paid enough to say it. So I don't know. Take it as a grain of salt with a lot of those guys, because they're just wanting to push fragrances so they get more money. So you've got to be aware of that. Like, sure, watch them for the content or whatever else, just to get a better, obviously a higher quality. Because my production is nowhere near like theirs, but my honesty is what you're here for, not the other bullshit. But anyhow, all right, I'll leave you all to it, and thank you for watching. But hopefully you pick this up and you'll be happy with it.